Yo, what's up everyone? My name is Andrew Warren, and in today's video, we have another piece of Tesla news that was recently released today. And this is actually one that I feel like it went a little bit low-key under the radar. A lot of people are excited about the share price going up today. As you can see, it went up another 5.74% in addition to yesterday's 13%. So the share price is currently at around $1,644. So yeah, that took up a lot of the news for today. People are still talking about this most recent surge in Tesla stock price, but we did get a recent piece of news that is something that has really caught my interest. And when it comes to predicting the things in the future with Tesla, I like to pay attention to a lot of the smaller aspects that can kind of give you an early idea of what some of the future big announcements may look like. So with that being said, we like to look at the job hirings, what's happening with the Shanghai Gigafactory, whether it's them expanding the factory more. And I think they recently had like a big government loan from China as well with that. But I like to look at these small pieces of news that may not seem like much on their own, especially with the job hirings and stuff like that, that they may not seem very significant on their own. But when you actually try to think, okay, why are they hiring these people? What could this position be for? And what is the end goal of hiring all of these people? Is it for simply just scaling their business? Are they creating new stores at this location? Or are they working on some sort of secret project? Or are these people supposed to be involved in the next Gigafactory? So you have to kind of look at these job listings and these low-key things to try to figure out what is next for Tesla. So with news pieces like in this video, this is just one of those examples. So this one actually excites me a little bit because it does relate to a potential new Tesla model, especially in China right now, as we know with how well things are going with a Gigafactory. So in this video, we're going to be talking about a new potential Tesla car model, given some recent job listing announcements. So as always, if you do appreciate these Tesla videos, please make sure to smash that like button. It really does help me out, and I greatly appreciate it. So let's go ahead and check out this article, and then I'll expand on it a little bit more once we get farther into the article. So as you can see, this is another article by Electric and author Fred Lambert, released today at 5:04 p.m. So this was released in the after hours. Now that I think about it, actually, let's check out Tesla stock 5:04 p.m. We did see a little bit of a surge around that time period. So 5:05 and 5:10 was the last point before we saw a surge on Tesla stock. So this news was released around this 5:10 marker right before this surge. So I'm kind of wondering if this does play a role in the stock price a little bit. Maybe some people picked up on this piece of news because that's really one of the few explanations that I would have for this surge in the after hours, especially considering that people had like a whole hour beforehand for it to surge. So it did ironically surge around the time that this article was released. So let's go ahead and check this out. So as you can see, it states Tesla hints at new car model made in China in new job openings. So as we know, we've seen this concept before, and even Elon Musk himself has mentioned that there will most likely eventually be a Tesla model directed mainly for the consumers in the Chinese market, especially because of how important having a compact vehicle is in China, where there's just such large populations in various cities, and everything is all about being compact, more efficient, and optimized, and that's what Tesla's all about. And so if they're able to build a vehicle like this, similar to what we have with the concept right now, that would be perfect for the market in China. So of course we had the Model 3s doing very well in terms of sales and also production numbers in China right now. The quality control is really good on that as well. They've released the reports and they've been really impressive so far from what I've heard. So a compact car would be perfect for the China market right now. And I'm kind of wondering where they are expanding on the Shanghai Gigafactory. Could we be seeing, especially with this most recent government loan that I mentioned, I saw that in some sort of news piece about a government loan from China. I'm kind of wondering if that factory expansion could play along with this new potential Tesla model, which is much more compact and directed more for the Chinese market. So as you can see, this is the concept art. This has actually been out for a long time now, and it kind of just gives us a general idea of what a compact car by Tesla may look like. Now keep in mind, this is just concept art and it was released long ago, so many changes could have happened now in terms of design. But speaking of design, let's go ahead and check out these job listings, which is what this article is all about. And so like I said earlier, it discusses how Elon Musk did mention earlier this year that Tesla will design an electric car in China for the global market. And then it also states that in June, Tesla started taking design submissions from the public for the new car. So that was another news piece that I remember now that it mentions this. That was released like a few weeks ago or a few months ago, way back in June. And it was mainly just focused on public design submissions. So people could submit a design and then Tesla could review it. So that kind of even hinted at this as well previously. So that's what I was talking about at the beginning of this video. The pieces of news that may seem a little bit small. It's not like Tesla's building a Gigafactory, like a crazy announcement like that, but just the small things. For example, like Tesla announcing that they're taking design submissions from the public. It's those small pieces of news that if you start making inferences on and thinking about what that could connect to, that's really where it could lead to some big news. And that's where a lot of us investors may get a head start on some predictions, which gives us a chance to buy the stock before that potential announcement based off of our inferences from this news. So right here are the new job listings for Tesla in China, and this is all around car design. So if you look at the listings, we'll look at the graphic in just a second, but these are the listings. And so a few of these job positions include design manager, creative manager, senior car designer, CMF manager, CMF mastering specialist, design quality specialist, content manager, copywriter, videographer, video editor, and graphic designer. So I'd like to hone in on a few of these, especially with these top three right here. These are focused on, of course, design and then creative aspects to design as well. So those play hand in hand pretty well. And then senior car designer. So they're looking for someone that is experienced with car design that can play a role in this new potential model in collaboration with other design and creative managers as well with similar positions. And like I said, this one's focused on design quality specialist, content manager, and then the videographer and video editor and graphic designer. Those are probably related more to like the marketing of a new model. So if they announce a new model, there's obviously going to be a Tesla commercial. And as we know, Tesla doesn't pay for marketing, so it'll most likely just be posted on their YouTube page in some sort of live event. And so the video editor goes along with that. The graphic designer goes along with design. So if they're designing like a blueprint or just a concept like we saw above up here, that would be really helpful with just mapping out some designs and potential vehicle designs. So all of these positions are playing a role together. Like I said, the graphic designer will be collaborating with the design manager. So they'll be working with the design manager and he'll help him actually get a visual representation of what that design would look on paper. And then that would help more with translating that to an actual physical prototype with actual design parts that are made from physical things. So if you really focus on what all of these positions are doing, they work very well in collaboration with each other, and especially in collaboration with a new potential model created from scratch. So this really gets me excited. And for those curious, this is what the actual announcement looks like in terms of job opportunities. This is like the job listing advertisement, I guess you would call it. So as you can see, a lot of that is in the Chinese language, but it says right here, career opportunities, and then the Tesla logo up there. And it says design manager, creative manager, senior car designer. So all of the things we listed above. And this is basically just what the graphic looks like. So it mentions these open positions. So they're interested in hiring people that are specialized in these fields. And what do these fields all relate to? They relate to Tesla potentially creating a whole new model from the ground up. And that's where a lot of these positions would be very valuable for. Because if you think about it, why would they be hiring more design managers and senior car designers if they already have them for their previous vehicles? They would likely want more because they want to work on a brand new vehicle from scratch that is something completely different. So these position listings get me really excited about the future. And then it just has some contact information down here as well. And then it does mention down here that Tesla released this design drawing when first talking about a compact car for China. So in my opinion, this information is absolutely huge. This pretty much is an announcement for a new compact car model. And yes, we've kind of gotten that announcement already, but this is really laying the groundwork for the progress that we will see over the next couple of years. And as we know, in China especially, they are able to be very efficient and get things done extremely fast. So far they've been pretty impressive in terms of the numbers they've been pumping out of that factory, and then also just their expansion onto the factory as well, and then how fast they were able to build it from ground up when it first began being constructed. So China is definitely impressive in terms of the construction how optimized they are, how efficient they are, and also the quality, like I said, has been noted to be pretty impressive on the Model 3s. So in terms of just that Shanghai Gigafactories location and team contribution to Tesla as a company so far, when I think about the most beneficial arms and locations of the Tesla company, the Shanghai Gigafactory is definitely one of the ones that comes to mind as my top picks, just because the numbers are there, the information about the quality is there, and we've just seen that China is able to do things much faster than other places across the world. So with all of these job listings, like I said, we are seeing basically some things hinting at this new model coming up. So we know that the Tesla Cybertruck is coming out in 2021, and then the Tesla Semi as well. I hope that the Tesla Semi production is sooner than we think, because that's something that I feel like would really be groundbreaking right now, especially with everything going on. You have a lot of Nikola hype, whereas I think we'll see a lot more actually happen out of Tesla. It's just a matter of time. So if Tesla was able to get the semis out a little sooner than we're all hoping, then that could be a big game changer. So I'm excited about the Cybertruck, I'm excited about the Semi, but I'm also excited about this new potential model for Tesla coming out. The more different models, the better, because as you have more models from Tesla, then it starts to expand to a wider customer base where you have people that just specifically buy a certain type of vehicle, and Tesla is able to get into that customer base. So like I said, you have people that just love trucks, and yeah, there is a little bit controversy between like the fact that the Cybertruck doesn't look like the typical truck, but still it's entering into that truck market where a lot of people that enjoy trucks are still going to buy the Cybertruck, even though it's a little bit different, and Tesla is able to gain a little bit of that market share there. So as they are able to get into these different sectors of the automobile business, then they gain more access to different customers. So for people in China looking for a more compact vehicle, then this new potential model may be exactly what they're looking for, when otherwise, let's say they might not have bought the Model 3, they might have been looking for something else, and this model could satisfy that. So it opens up the consumer base even more, and I'm really excited to see what happens over these next couple of months, and especially the next couple of years as we see more progress happening. So anyways, I just wanted to share this video with you all. I thought this was valuable news, and definitely one of the larger news pieces, even though it may not seem like it just objectively viewing these, but when you start making inferences and see what could happen out of these job listings and what their goal is out of these job listings, then that's when you start seeing the potential for the future, and we start getting some ideas and predictions about the future for Tesla. So hope you all enjoyed this video. If you did, please make sure to smash that like button, and also feel free to sign up to Robinhood and Webull in the description below. And especially with Webull right now, if you sign up with my link and deposit $100, you get 2 free stocks. So that's nice passive income, and then you can also get 60 free stocks depending on how much you deposit in Webull. So either way, those are some pretty nice options. But I hope you all enjoyed this video, and I hope you have a fantastic rest of your week.